Hi everyone, this is Lowell with another thought about the benefits of studying music, and that is how art and culture interrelate. If you study music, you study all sorts of aspects that are surrounding the music of the culture and that generation, all the way back historically. And you think about the benefits of understanding history. If you don't understand history, then you're going to repeat the same mistakes. Of and I've actually been greatly benefited by studying the historical biographies of other musicians. A lot of things that I face as a musician in our present day have been experienced by many generations ago, and I've opened up several books at many times when I've needed encouragement to learn from the past and to find it the same. Some great historical figures have gone through similar situations in their own day. But art influences culture, and culture influences art. And a couple of examples of that, two or three examples here. Back in Bach's day, J.S. Bach, he lived in what we now call the Baroque period, which was known for its ornate, lots of trills and ornaments in the music, but that was also true of the architecture. It was very textural and a lot of different things that they would add to the buildings to make them what you would call ornamented. Another example would be in the late 1800s in France. It was very successfully correlating the French paintings with the music, and there was painters, artists like Monet were very similarly textured to Fauré and Debussy and Ravel in the French Impressionistic music of the time. And you can look at go to the museum and look at paintings by Monet, and they're very textural in their design, and sort of impressionistic is the word that they used, and very ethereal, I guess would be a word. And you see the same types of qualifications, or qualities rather, in the music of that era. Another time, a little bit later in history, early 20th century, when we had much disruption in the world with World War I and World War II, and you had Arnold Schoenberg that was creating harmonically at the early part of his career, but then he bridged into what is called atonality, or what he called pantonality, and where each note was its own tonal center, and it created a sort of a disruption in music history, the type of music that was being created with serialism. It was very to the most people's ear, it sounded very chaotic and very tumultuous, because there was no sense of harmonic structure per se. You had a little bit of harmonic structure with some of the material, like Alban, but most of it was very chaotic, like the world was at that time. And these are just ways that you can perceive into the culture. If you study music, you can gain greater insight into history, and greater insight into how it can apply to your life today. The more that you understand history, the more valuable it is for applying. How are you going to move forward in today's world? It really helps. History really helps.